Let me express my extreme disappointment with you, Mr. Poole. You are on bond for an evading arrest, a criminal mischief. You've picked up an aggravated assault of a family member and now a terroristic threat?
Get ready, because this isn't just a courtroom hearing. It's a collision between youth, recklessness, and the justice system. Mr. Poole isn't your average student. He's carrying multiple bonds, stacked charges, and a history that looks more like a criminal record than a school transcript. The judge, she's had it. This case mixes young love, threats, and weapons, and the fallout could destroy his future. Stick with us, because what happens next will shock you.
Whoa, did you catch that Mr. Poole is already on bond for multiple charges, and now the judge is listing even more serious ones?
Notice how the charges keep stacking: evading arrest, mischief, assault, threats. To a judge, this isn't one mistake, it's a pattern. And patterns mean danger. Should courts keep giving second chances when someone racks up case after case, or is it time to slam the brakes? That's the big question here.
This is what we call stacking charges, and it makes a defendant's situation way worse. Quick question for you. Do you think judges should show mercy if someone keeps racking up charges, or should they clamp down hard like this?
We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. Shh. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The defendant is the complainant's ex-boyfriend. During a walk-in report, the complainant told the officers that her and the defendant had an on and off dating relationship since the 8th grade, but they broke up in June 2024. In September, the defendant told the complainant, "Stop talking all that mess before I come to your house and fucking shoot you." The complainant told the officers that right after the incident, the defendant sent her photos of a gun in his lap. The complainant stated the defendant also told one of the complainant's friends that he was going to shoot the complainant.
This is where things get scary. Threats and text are one thing, but sending gun photos, that's a different level. Under Texas law, a credible threat plus a weapon is enough for a felony. Do you think this was just reckless teen talk or a serious criminal act? Comment your take.
So, tell me about the ag assault. What happened there?
Your Honor, in the ag assault, one moment.
In the criminal mischief, is it with the same complaining witness as well?
The criminal mischief's from a prior event where we had experimented trying a drug and kind of got crazy and broke stuff with it.
Yes, Your Honor. And then for the aggravated
Completely
assault,
unrelated.
it's just the complainant and her friends went to a party, and at the party they saw the defendant trying to get in, but was ultimately turned away because too many people were there already. While walking, the complainant ignored the defendant, and the defendant stated, "Are you going to..."
Pointing a gun in without firing is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. In Texas, that's up to 20 years in prison. Imagine being a teenager and suddenly facing decades behind bars. Too harsh, or the only way to stop reckless violence. That's what this courtroom is wrestling with.
This is huge. Pointing a gun at someone, even if you don't fire, it is considered aggravated assault. In Texas, that's a second-degree felony. That means Mr. Poole could be looking at up to 20 years. Imagine being in high school and already facing that kind of time.
Apologize, and the complainant kept walking. The defendant began cussing at the complainant and said, "I got it on me." And the defendant said the complainant said at that time, the defendant got a pistol from his ankle and pointed it at her. And then witnesses corroborated the complainant's statement. And Your Honor, there's also a pending terroristic threat out of Galveston as well for the same complaining witness. Yes.
Did you know about this?
And there
it is, the judge revokes bond. Translation: no more walking free before trial. That's the system saying, you're too dangerous out here. Do you agree with the judge's call, or do you think youth should earn one more shot at redemption?
As a judge just revoked his bonds. That's the legal equivalent of saying game over, you're staying locked up. Judges, don't take this step lightly. Question for you. Do you think this was the right call, or should Mr. Poole have gotten one more chance?
I did not know about that.
Do you have an open case in Galveston as well? I think, Mr. Poole, that you are a complete and utter danger to our society. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect Harris County from anyone that does any kind of damage whatsoever. I am now revoking your bonds on both of your other cases. Goes with you. I'm sorry. As much as I love you, it's unacceptable the way things have been going. And I think that you don't get the message. And now I hope you do. But I am now going to give you home.
While the judge is basically warning him that pulling a gun could cost him 50 to 60 years of his life. This isn't just courtroom drama. It's a sobering reality check. Most people think prison time comes from major crimes, but a single bad decision with a weapon can spiral into decades.
Confinement. You're not allowed out if you bond out of jail. I'm going to make your bond sky high. I think that you're a complete and utter danger to everyone. You flaunt our bond conditions. And it truly sad, Mr. Poole, because
Listen closely. The judge warns him about 50 to 60 years, maybe life. One wrong move with a gun, and that's it, future gone. It's chilling, but it's reality. Do words like this hit home for a teen, or do they fade as soon as he walks out?
you have but one life. And when you have a gun, and when you start using that, God forbid that you do some irreparable damage, that you dig yourself into a hole where you're looking at 50 to 60 years in prison, perhaps life. 99% of people that are in jail are there because they have no self-control. They either use something, they are on something, and they get upset. They wig out without thinking, if I say this, what's going to happen? If I do this, what's going to happen? It's unacceptable. And now I will do everything, like I said, in my power to protect Harris County. So if you do get out, you must remain home confinement. You're not allowed out. No weapons, no contact with any of the complaining witnesses whatsoever, no dope, no alcohol. Anything else?
The judge's strategy. Shock therapy. A night in jail as a wake-up call. Some say it saves lives. Others argue it makes kids worse. But when charges pile this fast, desperate measures feel necessary. What do you think? Tough love or pushing him deeper into trouble?
I mean, what does he do?
He's a student, Judge. He's a high school student. So
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, he scares me.
understood. And Chip and I are going to put some things together. I think that there's a different scenario really going on than what this reflects in the probable cause statements. And we're going to bring that to the prosecutors. And so forth.
If you have something that shows me different to what they have, I'm all ears.
Understood.
You know,
And with your permission, Judge, if we'll get some time to put that stuff together, we can perhaps readdress the bond.
yeah, absolutely. And I never want to see a kid lose out on school, you know, because to me, it's the most important thing in life, you know?
Understood. If we do home confinement, can there be an exception to that when he's at school and he just has to report immediately back to his home?
Is he like in high school?
He's a high school student.
In high school.
I mean,
Yeah, Judge, he's actually currently, because of the situation, doing online.
And that's the end, Mr. Poole. Bonds revoked, strict confinement, and facing decades if he slips again. One teenager, one gun, and a chain of choices that nearly cost him his freedom. What's your take? Justice served or too severe? If this breakdown shocked you, hit like, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom cases.
School, so he'll be able to do it from home.
Oh, okay, good.
So disregard.
Good. There we go. Are you mom and dad? Come on up. Come up.
Come over.
Thank you so much for coming. Shh. It's out of control. I don't know what else to do. But it seems that when he's out in public and he's out, you know.
Notice what the judge says here, a wake-up call. Judges sometimes use jail not just as punishment, but as shock therapy, hoping it scares young defendants straight. What do you think, does that kind of tough love actually work? Or do you think it pushes people further down the wrong path?
Parting, as they say, there's a wake of trouble. Did you guys know that he has a case in Galveston as well?
No, Your Honor, this is the first time we're hearing of that.
Is it currently open?
It's currently open, Your Honor.
Something that the lawyers are also unaware of as well, you know?
We think it's all one event that happened over a few hours. We don't know.
But it's not, though. It's not. He's, 12 in December of 23, we have a criminal mischief, an evading arrest. Now, a couple months later, we've got Galveston. It's not. And I think that we need to really give him a wake-up call before he really does irreparable damage, you know?
If I could just clarify, the two events here in Harris and the one event in Galveston, we think that was all in the one series of events that happened between the football game and the party on a hotel.
We need to figure out what's going on, you know, to figure out why it's continuing to happen. And, you know,